The 10% rule for real estate agents. Let's talk about it. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every day to help you in growing your real estate business. Today, we're going to grow it by big numbers because we're going to talk about this 10% rule. So many agents didn't believe this was true until they actually run their numbers and they see how this works. If you've got your advertising right, 10% of what you want to make is what you should spend on advertising. Let me tell you what I mean by that. We're in the business of turning dimes into dollars. Every time you spend $1,000 in marketing, you should anticipate $10,000 in return. Every time you spend $0, you should anticipate getting 10 times that. So for a lot of agents that think advertising costs them money, it's because they're putting garbage out there. They're putting out pictures of themselves saying, call me if you'd like to sell your home, right? Like that would be like a car salesman sending out pictures of himself or herself saying, call me if you'd like to buy a car. Why? I don't have any interest. I'm interested in buying a house, not a person. I'm interested in buying a car, not a person. So you have to have a really good offer. But I just got off of a early morning call here with one of our agents that said, Greg, I could not believe I looked last year. And sure enough, the number that I spent ended up being 10.2% of what I made. You see, if you don't spend money, you don't make money. If you're not advertising yourself, it's not competition that's beating you. We talked about this yesterday. It's not the competition that's beating you, it's obscurity. So if you want to beat obscurity, the number one key factor for you is to get your message out there. Whatever the offer is, the reason they should use you in lieu of all other options, that's no good unless you tell people that it exists. So from an advertising perspective, you want to hold your advertising dollars accountable. I never want you to waste $1. I want you to hold it accountable to results. But man, if you can get 1,000% return, meaning you spend 10% of what you actually want to make. So many agents are, what should my advertising budget be? What do you want your income to be? You'll spend 10% of that. You don't need to spend it all at once. You need to spend the first month because over the course of the year, if I want to make 500 grand, I need to spend 50 grand. And what you'll find is if you do it this way, you hold your advertising dollars accountable. The only thing you're interested in life is trying to spend more money on advertising. How can you scale it up? How can you spend more every single month? Because you can then see every time I spend 1,000, I get 10,000. Well, guess what happens if you spend 2,000? Guess what happens if you spend 15,000? You continue growing from there. As long as you're holding those advertising dollars accountable, they do bring in the revenue you're looking for. And I always point out, look, you're willing to pay a referral fee. If you get a $20,000 commission, you're willing to pay $5 grand. You're willing to pay a 25% referral fee. Frankly, a lot of people pay a 30% referral fee. But if you're willing to pay 25%, why wouldn't you pay 10%? Let me tell you why. Because the 25%, 2.5 times what you actually have to pay. The 25% referral fee is paid after you've earned the money. The 10% is paid before, and you don't believe in your own system, your own offer, your own marketing. You don't believe it will actually work. Maybe that is what needs to be fixed to begin with. If your offer sucks and you know it sucks and you won't put your own money behind it, why would anybody else have any belief in it? Why would they put their money or their house, their biggest investment they ever have, why would they put that behind your marketing campaign if you don't believe in it to begin with? So you have to fix that side of what you're doing here. So the 10% rule applies in every single market in the US. Everybody I've ever talked to, we've always been able to invest 10% of what we want to make. If you want to make 200 grand a year, we know we need to spend 20 grand to get there. You don't have to have $20,000. You have to have the first month, the $800 to make it happen for you, the $1,800. You need the first month. You don't need to have the full $20,000 because you're not trying to make 200 grand in the next 60 days. You got a year to do it. So yes, you're still going to work your sphere of influence. You're going to do all the normal stuff that you do a very good job at that too, because you can actually explode that business much higher. But it's very important for you to understand this 10% rule applies everywhere, and you are crazy if you're not using it. Like if you think advertising costs you money, that's the crazy. How do you think you met me? How do you think you found out about Greg Luther? It didn't happen by accident. And it wasn't a referral. I don't even accept referrals. Every single day, I'll have agents, hey, do I get some money if I get an agent to sign up? I'm like, please don't tell anybody about me. That's not how I want to bring them in. I want them to see my advertising. I want them to learn from me. I want them to be indoctrinated the right way before they sign up. I don't need any more customers. Please don't refer me out. You know how you met me? Advertising. You know, all of our top producers, their clients meet them, advertising. If you take the top 10 realtors in America, one of them doesn't even live in your state, right? Of those top 10, there's a good chance that none of those 10 live in your state. We got 50 states. There's a good chance none of the top 10 realtors in America live in your state. And I'm telling you, every single one of them, they get new business from advertising. And the vast majority are spending about 10%. So the first thing you might need to do is start believing in your own business model a little bit, believe in your own advertising, because if you don't believe it's going to work, you're not going to do it. And if you do it, you're not going to do it the right way. You're not going to do what you're supposed to do. Inside our inner circle coaching, we're showing you, here's the ads that are working. Like, look what's happening with the James letter. Look what's happening with the Stephanie letter. All of the agents, I mean, countless numbers of agents we've interviewed. They've got 10 listings from it, 15 listings from it in a 30 to 60 day period of time. Why would you not be doing that? You need a freaking roll of stamps. You need a roll of stamps and a handful of envelopes. That's what you need to do. Why would you not be using that? The only reason you wouldn't is if you don't believe in your own system. So hopefully you are utilizing this for profit, but keep that 10% rule in mind and hold your advertising dollars accountable. Our inner circle coaching call coming up here, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. So all of you that'll be on that group call, I think you'll find it very helpful for you. If for some reason you're not a member with us, check out the video description box below. You can open up that video description under here. It'll show you some links that will help you to grow your business literally starting today. I mean, literally today, you can be in front of sellers. Today, before the sun goes down. Not, oh, it takes some time. It's going to take me some. No, before the sun goes down today, you can be sitting at an actual kitchen table if you do what I show you to do. I'm not talking about tomorrow, right now. But you got to take action with that. Video will show you exactly how to do that. If you are not following this channel, make sure you do so right here. Follow the channel and ring the bell, turn on notifications so you'll know every time we have our morning meeting. I meet with you every day. I give you a little idea, a little tip, a little technique you can utilize to grow your business. Hopefully you show up here every day. Leave a comment below and let's get your business rocking in the right direction. The 10% rule applies from sea to shining sea, but 10% of nothing is nothing. Getting 1,000% return on $0 invested, not really exciting. You got to get something out there. I'll be doing some more about this. We'll cover a lot of this on our morning meetings. We'll talk to you guys soon. I'm Greg Luther, and bye-bye for now.